So the children's tech company Explorer recently carried out a study on what parents think about the Online Safety Act and also investigated some areas of it to see if it actually really worked to protect children. And the results aren't really surprising, but interesting nonetheless, so let's just get into it. So Explorer originally did a survey before the Online Safety Act came into effect, and they found that 23% of all parents believe that their children are accessing dangerous content on the internet, whether that be pornography, whether that be other things. 23% of parents overall were concerned with the content that children were accessing online. Well, since the Online Safety Act came into effect, they decided to do another survey. And in this survey, it showed that 27% of parents believe that their children were accessing inappropriate content online. Now, this could be down to a flaw in the survey, or it could be down to the fact that the Online Safety Act doesn't work. Fears over Online Safety Act as vast majority of Brits worry what their kids are watching. Plenty of British parents aren't sure about the effectiveness of the Online Safety Act and worry about just what their kids are consuming on the internet. Now, a few studies over the past few years, in fact including one of the studies that the Online Safety Act came from, said that one of the biggest concerns and one of the biggest affecting parameters for children online at the moment is UGC, user-generated content. And not UGC as in posts on Instagram or posts on Twitter, it's more the case of underage people using platforms like Snapchat and other services to send illicit photos of themselves, which then get shared around school, which then lead to bullying and the same stuff that you can probably just assume with common sense. A lot of the online harms for children online actually didn't stem from social media platforms themselves or the wider internet as a whole. A lot of the harms to children actually came from platforms being used from children to children contact, wherein you're amplifying existing issues within schools to then extend onto social media. Now, when I was in school, we were at the very start of social media, and we had it all the time where people's nudes were getting shared around, and there was loads of problems that stemmed from bullying and harassment of other children in the school from children. And this is where children do need to be protected online by their parents, not the law, to make that very clear. And the latest study that was carried out by Explorer really drives this home. They're actually set to benefit by the Online Safety Act because they can actually launch child-only products to sell to parents, such as tech products and different services. They actually benefit from the Online Safety Act. But even their own study concludes that the Online Safety Act isn't actually the most effective way to help children with content online. Now, very quickly, a brief thank you from Private Internet Access. If you're looking for a VPN that helps you remain private online, a VPN that allows you to change whatever country your device is in at a moment's notice, a VPN that you definitely should not be using to get around the Online Safety Act, make sure you check out Private Internet Access at the link down below. You can get yourselves 4 months free, 86% off, and you massively support the channel. Now, in the latest survey carried out by Explorer, it says that the survey also highlights the scale of the problem. 19% of 13-year-olds report being asked to share explicit images online, whilst 30% have experienced online bullying. Meanwhile, 37% of 8-year-olds say they have been pressured to take part in internet trends or challenges. This is a culture issue with children that existed before the internet started, albeit minus the nudes thing. But the whole idea of being pressured to take part in trending events existed before the internet. And this is maybe something that we should address in schools, maybe educate children on, just because their friends are saying that they need to do something doesn't mean that they need to. This all comes down to social ramifications and the social construct of the way that schools and society works. This isn't necessarily an internet problem, it's just amplified by the internet. Of course it is, as is everything. Whether that's the positives also, access to information, that ability to not know something and just to be able to search it and to get some more information is one of the things which as a society makes us really resourceful. But age gating all of that for the protection of children, where in reality maybe 1% of children have been protected by the Online Safety Act because they didn't see a tweet that maybe they shouldn't have seen, or they didn't see a post on a social media platform that maybe they shouldn't have seen. And the byproduct of that is that every single British person who uses the internet, their passport, driving license, or biometric data is available for thousands of third-party companies that can get hacked at a moment's notice. We're starting to see here that the pros don't really outweigh the significant cons. So far, there's been multiple different studies about the Online Safety Act that both center around two individual data points. One, how parents feel about it, but also whether it actually works. And what we're seeing so far is that there isn't any data to prove it works. Maybe in 10 years there will be, maybe in 15. But the real online harms to children online mainly comes down to the way that children are using it. And the best way to fix that is effective parenting. Obviously, this was a much shorter video today. I just wanted to quickly talk about this. I thought seeing this survey was pretty important to vocalize on the channel. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you check out private internet access at the link down below. It greatly supports the channel. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video.